most homemade dog food recipes are a moist, wet food. So I've had a lot of people writing in asking me for a homemade kibble recipe. This one's fairly simple. It provides great nutrition, but it may not provide balanced nutrition for every dog. So if you're considering feeding your dog this kibble as an all the time meal, you want to check with your veterinarian or a canine nutritionist and get their advice if you should add any supplements or multivitamins to make it nutritionally balanced for your pet's unique needs. This dry kibble recipe is a multi-step recipe. The first thing we're gonna do is puree our ingredients in a food processor. Now, I just have an average sized food processor, so I don't have quite enough room for all the ingredients, so I do it in like a 2-part process. The first thing that I have is 4 cups of chicken that I've already boiled. I use boneless chicken breast and just cut it into strips like that. And then I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of olive oil to this. We're just gonna put on the lid and puree it. Now that the chicken's done, I'm just going to dump it into a large mixing bowl, kind of set off to the side. And then I'm gonna put my food processor back together and we're going to puree the rest of the ingredients. I have 2 cups of cooked sweet potato and 2 cups of cooked carrots. I boiled these. You could bake them, whatever you want to do to soften them. And then I have 1 cup of cooked green beans. So again, just gonna add these to my food processor and then puree them. Now that the veggies are done too, I'm going to take them and dump them into the same mixing bowl with the chicken. We're gonna combine all of the ingredients together until it forms sort of a dough. And just to stiffen the dough up a little bit, I'm adding half a cup of flour. Once your dough is all mixed completely, you're gonna preheat your oven to 250 degrees Fahrenheit and you're going to spread it out in a cookie sheet. I lined my cookie sheet with tin foil just to make the cleanup process a little bit easier. But you're just gonna go ahead and put your dough in, spread it all out. It doesn't have to be completely smooth. Once you have it in the pan, you're gonna wanna score it with either a butter knife or a pizza cutter. So I do it with the pizza cutter just because it's easier to make the long straight lines. And then I just go back around the edges and cut the edges all the way to the end. As you can see, the pizza cutter doesn't make it quite all the way in the pan. So I go back with a butter knife and do that. By the time that you're done scoring it, your oven's going to be preheated. So then you're gonna bake it in your 250 degree Fahrenheit oven for 4 hours. When your homemade dog kibble comes out of the oven, it's gonna look like this. You can see where I scored it and it's easy to just break apart into little pieces. If you're looking for nutrition information or serving size guidelines for this recipe, click the link below the video. That'll take you to my written guide on our website. All of the nutritional information is there, as well as the serving size recommendations. You can also easily print the recipe to share with your veterinarian or canine nutritionist. If you guys have any other questions, feel free to send us an email. Thanks for watching this recipe guide.